Hey, what's up? John Sonmez here from simpleprogrammer.com. And today we're going to be talking about how to apply the basic concepts of programming. So I got this question from Orion. And I love these kind of questions because this is a nice, easy question. It has a very straightforward answer. He says, my name is Orion Weaver and I am 19. I like it. Own it. I decided that my language of choice is to specialize in JavaScript. I wouldn't call that specializing, but okay, good. At least you've picked a language. I've taken multiple courses on Udemy and read some books to help me understand the basics of the language. I guess the problem I'm facing is that I'm only learning the syntax of the language from these courses and not learning how to apply them to any problems or business problems. How do I take those basic concepts I need as a developer and apply them to the daily skills I need? So, like I said, straightforward, simple answer here. I'll tell you what you do, my friend, Orion. You build something. I know it's uncomfortable, and it's just so much easier to just like take a course and learn the thing or read a book. But you got to build something, my friend. That's what you got to do, and you got to struggle through it. And it's going to be painful, and you're going to be like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And you're going to be like, I don't know if this is worth it. And what am I doing? And this is crap. But that's how you grow, right? You grow through being uncomfortable in life, okay? And so this is simple. Like I said, what I want you to do is I want you to go and I'll make this real simple for you because I like to separate the process of creation from the process of building, because creation and creative work is one thing, and that is difficult in itself. But then actually like the construction of learning how to use your tools is another thing. So I could give you an analogy maybe from wood crafting or furniture, right? So actually from a lot of artists did this, right? He didn't just start painting his Van Goghs, right? What he did is he started painting he copied other people's art, okay? The masters, like the other artists, right? And he just tried to duplicate it. And that allowed him to develop his technique, his skill for painting. Not creative at all, right? It's not creative at all. But once he did that and he developed that skill, then he started painting his own paintings. Okay, a lot of artists did this, a lot of sculptors did this, right? A lot of people do this today. You should do this. So what do I want you to do? I want you to go and I want you to look for some application out there that already exists. If you want to be a game developer, I've done some videos on game development, and I think I've given this exact advice. You can check that out. I've probably got a playlist there. Then go find a video game like Pac-Man or something simple, and just copy it. I just want you to make a perfect clone of it. I don't want you to try and innovate or do anything unique. I just want you to make it as true to the original as possible. Okay? Same thing if you pick a web app or you pick an app on a mobile phone. Why? Because that is what's going to get you the skills. It's like the artist learning how to use the paintbrushes and using the paints and making the colors, right? It's the same thing. That's going to take you from this book knowledge to an actual application knowledge, and it's going to take out the creative element which you would struggle with, because it's really, really hard to do both at the same time. Now, once you have that ability, right? If you duplicate a bunch of apps, right? You say, okay, I want to create a to-do list app. I want to create like a Gmail clone, or whatever it is. Pick the complexity of the app that suits where you're at, right? Pick something simple to start with, okay? And then once you've done that quite a bit, then you'll have the mastery of the tools. Once you have the mastery of the tools and the application of those tools, then you apply some creativity. Then you say, oh, I want to create an app that does this, and you design the app or you design the thing, and then you can make that happen. And then also when you're in the real world and you're working on something and someone gives you some specs and they say, hey, can you create an app that does this? And they tell you, you say, well, what do you want it to do? And you say, oh, yeah, I can do that. I know other tools. Like, you just tell me what you want, and then I'll build it for you. You see what I'm saying? So this is my best advice on this. Like I said, real simple question. Real simple answer here, but you got to start building. And the best way is just to duplicate something that already exists. And when you do that, honestly, like you'll become a master of the tools, and you'll feel super confident by doing that. So many developers, you need to listen to this advice and do this because you're struggling, you're fighting, you think you're going to learn everything from a book or from doing tutorials. It's not going to happen, okay? So you've got to actually apply it. And like I said, don't waste the time of trying to come up with a creative. It's hard enough to create, to become creative. Instead, duplicate something that already exists, and that's how you're going to learn the best to use your tools. All right, that's all I got for you today. If you have a question for me, you can email me at john@simpleprogrammer.com. And don't forget to click the subscribe button below. Click the bell so you don't miss any videos. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.